Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, let's take a look at the euro currency again. Well guys, this chart right now on this daily picture maybe looks a bit frustrating, but in general it shows the possible scenarios that we could get in the coming week on the euro currency. Although recent action mostly supports the downward continuation, but at least theoretically, as we have discussed in Friday as well, we could get the bottom line sell pattern that really could show some move to the upside. Until this point is valid, this low is valid, the butterfly also will be valid. So because that is the crucial point for this pattern, and to erase this pattern, market should move below this low. But in general guys, if we take a look at the higher picture, weekly chart, we will see that price has failed on the previous week to pass through this top. That is long candle that holds overall price action. Market has failed to pass through it. In fact, we could treat it as the failure breakout. And I'd suggest that when the market shows the failure breakout, it usually leads price to the opposite direction. An opposite border. Opposite border stands at the low of the same candle. Okay. Second, take a look that market wasn't able to pass through the monthly pivot point. It has tried to do this, but has failed and turned to the downside. It tells that monthly sentiment still holds bearish. And that's not surprising because we know that recent data on in the United States economy was really nice. I'm speaking about the unemployment. Also, the sentiment indexes also shows the rise in activity in the economy and personal consumption. On the common week, we will get the data on the retail sales and producer pricing, so we will get some information on the consumption and inflation. And if it will be also positive, then we probably could count on some dollar appreciation. Speaking about the pure technical issues, here guys, beyond this monthly pivot point, we see that market has formed the bearish grabber. So you can see that market has trying to shift trend bullish but has failed and returned right back down. Also on previous week, market wasn't able to pass through the weekly pivot point as well. So all these moments point on that the chances on the downward action is a bit stronger than the chances to show the upward reversal. Still, we need some detailed trading plan, what we will watch for and what we will do depending on what we will see on the price action. First of all, let's start from this ABCD pattern. A, B, C bottom, D. By the way guys, the one reason why market has moved slightly higher than this top was the existence of the 100% extension of this ABCD pattern. As soon as market has hit it, it returns right back down. That's also is an agreement resistance, because that's the combination of the ABCD target and fib resistance, 137.01. Okay. But right now, market already has hit the ultimate possible retracement. That's the 618 support from the whole move to the upside, from the whole ABCD. If market will fail here, it will probably mean that we will not get any further upward continuation with this ABCD, although we already have the sign of it, because you can see that the CD leg is much flatter than the AB, and this is usually the sign of the weakness. But here is another moment. At the same time, we have the bearish stop grabber that suggests the taking out of these lows, okay, and the minimum downward target, the closest downward target, stands at the week at the monthly pivot support runs 135.64 area, because that's approximately the target of this bearish engulfing that's simultaneously the stop grabber. That's our first downward target, because as you will see, we have in reality we have 3 different targets to the downside, and this is the first one. Okay, but the trick stands with this target, because if market will hit it, it will mean that this butterfly will fail, because in this case market will taken out of these lows. That's the target of this grabber. And simultaneously market will move below the 618 support, that also will be negative for existence of this ABCD action. The next target we could get on the 4-hour time frame chart, and that's the ABCD that we have discussed in our update on Friday. This is 135.25 target. It's right here. You can see that in general the downward action here of this ABCD is faster than any retracement. So you can see this here, very small retracements or no retracements at all, fast candles. Here the choppy retracement and even acceleration right at the end of this retracement was finished by fast acceleration to the downside. Right back down, the market in fact has erased this recent upward action. Here we also do not have any significant retracement. Any attempt to move higher was erased, and market in fact stands flat. It's very tight range. Trend holds bearish here as well. On the hourly chart, that could mean that we have the bearish dynamic pressure. So take a look at the hourly chart. On the hourly chart you see attempt to move higher was erased. Here again market has trying to accelerate, was erased. Here again shy attempt to move higher. It was really a solid plunge on the last hour of Friday. And what we see, in fact, trend has shifted bullish here, but price action stands flat and has no possibility to show any upward continuation. That's the signs of weakness. So after this significant move down, it's really flat action. That shows that probably bears have some hidden power that presses on the market, and from that perspective the chances on the downward continuation, at least currently, seems more probable. And here guys, the ultimate possible target of this action. It's 127 butterfly, it's reversal patterns 134.58. It's right here. That will be the target if market will show fast action and will show the continuation through the monthly pivot support one. So also could get this. Hence, what we have to watch for. First of all, at the first stage of our plan, we will take a look on these 2 points. First point is 135.78 probably, 75, and this top 136.50. Because depending on what market will do, will clarify the situation. If market will move above this top, this will erase the grabber and will open the road for possible butterfly. If market will take it out of this low, it will mean that we probably stands with the downward action, especially if we will get some positive inflation data on the common week. That will be supportive for the US dollar. And after that, if depending on what situation will prevail, we will try to take the position in advantage of this possible development. So probably we will mostly deal with intraday charts to find the reasonable support or resistance area for taking the position. But in the beginning of the week, we should closely watch for resolving of this riddle, what particular direction will prevail, and for that purpose we will be watching for these 2 extreme points.